I didn't realize I was sick. There was many nights I just come home and lay down. And I know there was times it was really frustrating, and it was hard for Jamie because I loved the work, and I normally had no issues keeping up with daily household routine, job, the little things in life. I just had a hard time just keeping a regular life. Then one day, I started noticing I was having problems breathing. Basically, what ended up happening was I'm like any other guy. I don't really like going to the doctor unless I have to. At least that's the way I was. I wish I'd learned from that. He looked at my echo, and he set us down, and he said, Gran, you have congestive heart failure. If we don't do something now, you're going to be dead in 2 days. Your body's shutting down. Your organs are shutting down, your liver, your kidneys. I'm sorry I have to tell you this, but you need a new heart. We need to start this heart transplant journey. I didn't. That was the last thing I wanted to hear because I was afraid. I was scared. I didn't know how to handle that. I didn't know how to process it. I had a conversation with my wife at that point that no man wants to have. We were trying to figure out, how we were going to handle this. And I even told her that day, I said, honey, I don't want you and Courtney to see me suffer because I love you. I love you with all my heart. I want you to take Courtney and I want you to go and find your happiness. I thought that'd be easier than having them see me go. And I nearly died the next day. My pulse dropped down to 29 beats a minute. My BP shot down to, it was 29 over 19. I was blacking out. And for all I knew, this was it. They rushed me from Kendallville Hospital back to the Heart Center that day. They got me stabilized. Very fortunate for that. I'm a fixer. Most men tend to want to fix things, and they like that control. And the hardest thing sometimes is giving that control up and letting the Lord fight for you and provide for you. Little I know, at that point, God was about to do that. I just needed to let Him. I had my cross moment that night. When I say I had my cross moment, when Christ came to that point, He said, Lord, why have you forsaken me? That was my cross moment. I thought, God, I've taken care of my kids. I've loved them. I've cherished them. I've provided for them. And you have my job. Why this? It was almost too much to bear at the moment. We prayed, and I said, Lord, all I want to do is take care of my wife and kids. They need a father. Jamie needs a husband. I want to be there for them. I want to be that guy. I want to take care of my family because they're mine. It's like He told me. He said, you can't be fearful. You have to go on this journey with me. And I thought, why? Why this? Why can't we do it another way? And it was as if He said directly in my soul, He said, are you going to watch your kids watch you cower? Or are you going to stand up and are you going to fight for them? I said, Lord, I need something to help me fight. I need someone. I said, I can't fight if I'm worried about my kids and worried about my family. And at that point, I remember Matt, for many times, I want to say for 5 years, he kept introducing Fight Club to me. And I thought, I'm so busy. I got this to do at work, and my schedule's just not working out. I kept putting it off. So signed up, and that really has given me everything that I wanted and I needed. It's given me that brotherhood. It's been able to give me that discipline I desired from the physical standpoint. Helped me to really take into consideration, what I'm putting in my body and how to take care of my body physically. But also from a spiritual standpoint, it's allowed me to focus, more time with my kids and family, floating a block of wood down a river. These simple things in life you wouldn't think initially to even do are something now that it just brings us great joy. And it's given us that time, that bonding time. And the kids ask questions like, why are we doing this, Dad? And it gives me the opportunity to tell them why. It's made me a better husband. Fight Club's made me a better dad. It's made me a better friend. It's made me a better brother. There hasn't been any part of life it hasn't affected. Through that experience, I went from being able to walk 60 feet, out of breath, just dying, to in that time, within 10 to 12 weeks, we got some good news. I've kept my appointments, I've kept my cardiac rehab, I've worked hard, I've prayed, I've read our book, done our challenges, just hoping and praying that God will give me that miracle. I looked at her and said, all right, Doc, what's the results? She's looking at the results and she's like, something's not right. So what do you mean? She goes, hold on, let me do some reconfiguring. Something's off. So she did some different math when it came to some of the numbers that she thought were off. And long story short, she just said, wow, you're not going to need the LVAD. We're taking that off the table. And as right now, you're not going to need a heart transplant. I got my miracle. God didn't let me down. Even when I thought I was all by myself and alone, God provided. But what's so amazing about this Fight Club experience is it's given me the opportunity to focus on every area of my life just to become strong enough mentally and physically and spiritually and in other ways to where I could fight this. It was like it was breaking me down so I could trust. I could trust God. He was putting people in front of me I'd never met the entire time, saying, pray with them. He was giving me these challenges, and all along, while I'm doing these challenges, he's saying, I'm taking care of you. And that's what he did. I walked out of there, just floored. The reality of being able to walk my daughter down the aisle is becoming more clear. The reality of praying with my daughter and her future husband afterwards, it's also becoming more clear. I need to fight for my kids, my wife, and my home now, so they can fight for theirs then. My name is Gran Roberts, and I'm a Fight Club man.